In this video, we're going to go over web browser notifications on a few popular web browsers on Windows: Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. Web browser notifications are a commonly abused web browser feature. Scammers often use them to try and trick people into thinking their computer is infected with malware. So here we have Microsoft Edge open. This is my notification test page. When I click on this button, it'll request notification permission. When I click on this button, it'll send a notification immediately. Finally, this button will generate a notification in 5 seconds. So let's start by clicking on the Request Notification Permission and see what happens in Microsoft Edge. We see this little bell appear. If I click on the bell, it says Notifications Blocked. Now, for the sake of example, I'm going to click on Allow, and we'll see what happens. So it says here, notification status was granted. Now, if I click on this Send Immediate Notification button, we see a notification pops up in the bottom right portion here. If I click on these three dots, we have the options of go to Microsoft Edge notification settings, go to general notification settings on the system, and turn off all notifications for the website that was generating that notification. These are the options you can select to manage that notification. Now, if I click on the Send Delayed Notification in 5 seconds, we see a notification pops up 5 seconds after I clicked on that button. And again, we still have the three dots there to click on to manage notification settings. I'm going to click on the Go to Microsoft Edge Notification Settings. These are notification settings within Microsoft Edge specifically. We see here the website in question is in the Allowed section. If I click on the three dots and go to Block, it's moved to the Block section. Now, if I go back to the page, and if I click on Send Immediate Notification, it says Notification Permission Not Granted. So that notification is effectively blocked. Now, if I remove it, and I go back to the test web page, and I click on Send Immediate Notification, it's still not displaying a notification because I would need to re-request notification permission. So if I click on that, and click on the bell again, and then allow, notifications will then appear if I click on the Send Immediate Notification. Now, websites might be generating these notifications, and some of them might be malicious in nature, trying to get you to call a number or download and run malware or some other scam. But again, whenever the notification appears, you can hover over and click on the three dots to pull up settings. Now, if we click on the Go to Notification Settings here in the middle, this is more of a system level setting. So we see that Settings in Windows opens, and if I scroll down, right here is the website that was generating that notification. I can turn that off so notifications from this website will no longer appear. Now, if I minimize that and go back to try and send a notification, we see we're not getting anything. Though the web browser also is not indicating that it's failing because it's being blocked at the system level. And if I turn that back on, we see notifications are once again allowed. Now, if I click on Turn Off All Notifications for that website, I go back to Settings and it just turns it right off. And again, these are system level settings for this website. Edge seems to tap into these system-wide settings, whereas other web browsers will just appear on this list for all sites. For example, Google Chrome down here, which we'll see later. So again, when you see a notification, you can hover over it, click on the three dots, and handle it from there. Let's look at Chrome next. So I'm going to close Edge and open Chrome. And here I am back on the notification test website. If I click on Request Notification Permission, we see Chrome says the website wants to show notifications, and we can either click on Allow or Block. Let's click on Allow for the sake of example. And if I click on Send Immediate Notification, we see the notification pops up. Now, we see here it says Google Chrome. Now, this can be a telltale sign if a pop-up is malicious trying to impersonate your antivirus software. It will say Google Chrome here because this is coming from the Google Chrome web browser. So anything that has Google Chrome on it, you know is not going to be your antivirus software. This is a notification from Google Chrome itself, not your antivirus software. We'll see what the antivirus software looks like when it detects something legitimately later. So we still have the option to click on the three dots, and we have the options go to Chrome notifications, go to notification settings. Those would be system-wide notification settings. and then just turn off all notifications for Google Chrome. Now I'm going to click on this first option and go to Chrome Notification Settings. And we see a tab opens, and it goes to Chrome://settings/content/notifications. And it takes us to the notifications portion of Chrome settings. And if I scroll down here, we see the website right there is set to be allowed to send notifications. I can click on the three dots and then select block, and that'll move it to the blocked list of websites. Now upon doing that, if I click back on the tab and click on send immediate notification, we see notification permission not granted. But I can go back and click on the three dots and then allow, and I go back to the notification example, click on send immediate notification, and there it is again. Now I'm going to click on the three dots again, and I'm going to click on turn off all notifications for Google Chrome, and that will block all notifications for Google Chrome. Now you may or may not want that behavior. If you have other websites that you want sending notifications, like say Gmail for example, sending you notifications that you got an email, those you might want to have still active. In which case it would be best to block notifications from the browser level, not the system level. So if I click on the settings that were previously open from when we were tinkering with Microsoft Edge, we see that Google Chrome notifications have been turned off. I can turn those back on, minimize this, go back to Chrome settings for notifications, and if I want to just block the notifications from this specific website, I can click on the three dots and then block. And notifications from this website will be blocked, but other websites would prompt for notifications and they could be allowed individually. Let's finally look at Mozilla Firefox. So I'm back to my notification testing website. If I click on request notification permission, we see it says here, allow the website to send notifications, and we have the option to allow or always block. I'm going to click on allow for the sake of example, and it says notification status granted, and I'm going to send an immediate notification. And just like with Edge and Chrome, we see this notification pops up. It says Mozilla Firefox. So again, that's another sign that this notification is coming from a web browser. It's not coming from antivirus software. It even says via and then the website in question. So I can click on the three dots, and just like in the other browsers, I can disable notifications from the website, go to notification settings on the browser, or go to notification settings on the system, or even just turn off all notifications for Mozilla Firefox. Now I'm going to click on notification settings just for the web browser. Now we see that actually doesn't do anything, so if I click on the menu button and go to settings, and then we'll just search for notification. And if we scroll down, we see under permissions, notifications, I can click on the settings button there. And we see here's the website that was allowed. From this interface I can click on block or allow, or I can even remove the website. Now if I remove the website, and then save changes and go back to the website, and I try to send a notification, it says notification not granted, but I can request notification permission by clicking on this button, and once again I'm asked, allow the website to send notifications, allow or always block. I'm going to click on allow, and I'm going to click on send delayed notification in 5 seconds. And we see there's a notification, delayed 5 seconds. So a malicious website might send you these notification settings trying to get you to call a number to have scammers try and fix your computer. Or it might link you to download malicious software or perform some other problematic task that can get you into further trouble. But when you encounter these undesirable notifications, again, just click on the three dots, and from there you have additional options to disable the notification. These are malware test files. I'm going to click on this EICAR.txt file. And this text right here, if I copy and paste this text into Notepad, and if I save this file, as soon as I hit save, we see here Windows Security, Virus and Threat Protection, threats found. Now we see this is a notification. If I click on the notification, I'm taken to Windows Security. And it says here that it found the test malware file, and it just automatically dealt with it. So it's important to understand what the actual Windows Security software looks like. When we click on that notification, we were actually taken to the Windows Security program. We weren't taken to a website to download software. We weren't asked to call a phone number. And we weren't asked for a technician to remote control into the computer to resolve this. The Windows Security software simply took care of the threat automatically. Now, had it offered additional options to quarantine or to allow or to remove, those would all be coming from Windows Security, not from a website.